So the question is similar to, I think, the first lady that called.
Yeah.
I guess it's one of those what to do. So
yeah,
I think I wrote this. Okay. So I wake up in the morning and the question is often, am I there yet? Am I awakened
yeah,
already or not? I can see that thoughts moving, even happening, starting and then ending, but it's still that seeking energy is still there, right?
Yeah.
So I keep coming to these talks and I'll listen to you, listen to some other videos.
yeah,
Or watch them, right? And I'm not willing to give up that hope that it will happen sometimes, right?
yeah. Well, you wouldn't be willing to because the way that the separate self functions, when that is given up, there won't be a separate self, because the way that the separate self functions is that it lives off the dream of being something in the past, being a person that's done all these things and got to all these places, and that person from the past is going to get somewhere in the future. So when those dreams collapse and there's no longer going to be a separate self.
Right, and I think I understand that intellectually, but
Yeah.
that's about it.
Yeah.
That's where it ends.
It's a frustrating subject, isn't it?
It's just nasty.
But it also is really beautiful on the other side. I love speaking about it, but it's frustrating when that person wants to get somewhere. And it really, I mean, at least if it was seeking for money, then it would have something to do. It would be like, okay, I've got to get a job, or I've got to put my resume on the internet, or I've got to go and hand out flyers or go for interviews, whatever it is. But non-duality is not like that. Non-duality is not talking about you doing something. And so often people, when they get into non-duality, they give up everything else, and then they've got non-duality, a subject which isn't about seeking and isn't about getting to, someone getting to. They've given up everything else, and then they've still got this drama inside them of what can I do, what can I do? And for years and years in the past, it had been focused around family, money, work situations, or education, getting an education, and then suddenly that's gone. Suddenly all that's been dropped, so you've got into non-duality, and then it's just, the focus is just on you seeking to get enlightenment. And in a way, I think that's like a harder place to be at. Like, it's a really, because your mind's fixated getting enlightened, and it doesn't exist. At least money doesn't ultimately exist, but at least there can be some working towards it. Like, it's something that can be physically grabbed hold of.
Yeah, and all the other stuff is going on at the same time as well, right? So it's not that the other stuff is gone. It's just on top of that, there's this
where am I? Yeah.
Time spent seeking, right?
Yeah.
So maybe it's just.
But the thing is that everything that you look at as a separate self, as of yourself, so you think, I'm not there, I am there, or when am I going to get there? There isn't anything inside the body that exists. There isn't a separate self that ever exists. So everything that you think about yourself, even the assumption of am I there yet, is an illusion. You can never look at yourself. So even when the illusion collapses, there won't be anything there that will know that. It won't be for anyone. It will just be freedom. But there wouldn't be somebody there that will be able to claim that to be you anymore, or yours. You won't be able to look in time and think, I've been free for 10 years.
Yeah, and I'm willing to accept that it's all happening in my thoughts only, right?
Yeah. But it's not just your thoughts, it's like an energetic sense as well.
Right. And yeah, so all the emotions and how they make it feel bad in the body, for example, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I see that sort of, and still, okay, what to do with it? Like, what's next? How to?
It will work its way out.
Beyond it, right?
It will work its way out once this begins to be revealed, which this is being revealed, but it's not to you and it's not from me, but it's being revealed. It will stop happening, but it's not like the timeline thing that you imagine as a separate self, because there's never really a timeline thing. The you in the past and future will begin to dissolve, and then there will be what was always here, which is what is, but it will then be seen as something that's still and moving simultaneously. this isn't a result of something, this isn't going somewhere, it's all happening in this, as this.
Yeah. I hear that. You know, if you remember, there was always but.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. That's why other subjects will be more popular than this. Like somebody was just asking me, I think, about, that's why non-duality, that gives a bit of a path to follow, will be more popular, because that energy is so desperate to follow something.
At least, you know, coming to your talk, right? Even that's happening. You know,
Yeah.
I'm drawn to it. I like to
Yeah.
hear the introduction and other people's questions, but still, you know, it seems like there should be something to do.
No, that's all the mind just trying to grab onto something. It will happen all on its own.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nice to see you.
Have a good day.